see the screen. All right. Oops. I forgot.
What?
You there, Kevin? Okay, sorry about that.
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, all right. So you can see the screen on YouTube?
Yes. Can
Okay.
you hear me?
Yep. There we go. We
Okay.
just went to, you should see go to 3D now, just so you can see it. All right. You can see the 3D?
Yes.
Okay, good. All right. So let me go back to the couple thoughts that I wanted to tell you about before we start is, so the other thing is when you put that spa, and I forgot to mention this when I was there was the noise. That's the other thing there. So there's two things about the spa you just want to know is that you put it in that grotto and it's going to be echo chamber also. And then the second thing is that when you do that, what'll end up happening is when you have a spa, that's really where usually you hang out and the kids are all around. So you won't be able to use that spa if you have kids and relax while the kids are in the pool because they're going to be in and out of that spa. So,
Okay.
and the same thing, and the other thing I'll mention is, so if we lower the pool like that, the kids can't run around the pool and jump in, right? Because that's really what, again, when you use these things and usability, kids running around a pool and jumping in is what they do, right? So that's the last of my comments I'm going to make because
Okay.
I'm such a buzzkill. So.
No, that's fine.
All right, so let me go to save this. So you tell me, do you want to go ahead and we'll just make everything like you want it, which is down 3 foot, or what do you want to do?
Well, I sort of like what you said, to sort of keep stuff from falling in, maybe go up 18 inches and maybe go down 18 inches.
Right.
Sort of like split it. I was thinking maybe the pool might be big enough to, hopefully not too much echo, and maybe in the grotto we can make another door towards the back, so it's not so much of an
Yeah,
echo.
well, it won't matter if you, again, as soon as you enclose that thing because of the ceiling, it just becomes an echo chamber. It just becomes an echo chamber. What I'll do is, so let me do this so you can see it. So I'll change real quick. And we can put another door in there, no problem. That's absolutely no problem. So there, and we'll make the sides of the pool. We'll make this. And then here, what I was talking about with this, oops, that's the spot. Yeah. What I was talking about with this area that I had done over in Rancho Cucamonga, kind of upland area. I'm trying to find a rock that will work here. And we had done this. So he took a bunch of rocks, and what it is, he put them right at the edge of the Baja Shelf.
Oh yeah.
And then it creates what you wanted, which is a place, because you're worried about the kids. Give me just a second here. Gosh darn it, this freaking thing. Oh, I love computers sometimes. Come on. You're killing me, computer. Yeah. Well, there you go. Now you want to work. Oh, thank you. Okay, so I got the technical problem solved. It's not one thing, it's another. So basically we could do this, go ahead and take these rocks, and then you've got a nice place where you don't have to worry about the kids falling in. And I think it does what you're talking about, what you wanted originally.
Oh yeah.
right?
Yeah, that'd be perfect.
And then the other thing is take these rocks again. And I thought about, so you're going to have, these are all going to be, this is going to end up being the raised bond beam. We'll just raise it up like this out of the rocks. And the other option would be to not have it go. So the kids would still, like if you had 18 inches and the kids could still jump in there, right? So the kids could still jump in there. And then if we leave them a spot, so you don't have to have all of this, again, like right here in this area, what might be nice is because the kids are going to want to get in and out of this thing with the rocks. So you could kind of have it so it steps down in here.
Steps down, yeah.
Right? And if you did that the whole way, kind of around, and again, just playing with this because I was. And then we want to keep this back because this is going to, let's keep it right about there. This can fade into this. Ooh, that's kind of nice. All right. And then this over here, if you did these, so what we could do is make these, oops. Maybe you just go that whole way because the kids can get on these rocks and jump.
Yeah.
I don't think you want those rocks all the way around that trampoline. That's my.
No.
I think you want to stop it right here.
Yeah.
And then this would be. And then you could either keep it like that, because then if you keep it like that and then have this as the planter. Let's see here. You got kind of two options. What we could do is take this. Okay. And then you've actually got here, you've got this rock work all the way. I'll see if I can change the color. But you get like, again, color wise, kind of got to live. I can make this a little, I can make them gray or brown. It's kind of what you got to it doesn't matter.
Yeah, we'll change the color whenever.
Let's see if I can. I wonder if I can do that now. Let's see. It's more because you kind of like more the gray tone.
Yeah, ours are gray out here.
Yeah. There we go. We'll change all those to that color later. Okay. Because that's more, that's pretty close. I like that. Okay.
Oh, yeah. That looks close right there.
Yeah, okay. So then what we do with this planter area, I think this is what you're trying to achieve. You kind of have that option, which
Okay.
might be the best of both worlds and not so deep.
Yeah, that's good. So should we not put trees next to the pool? I guess
No problem. Do you want to put palms, or what did you want to try and do?
Yeah, I wanted to put palms, but I don't know if that's. I mean, I don't know how far away from the pool.
No, it doesn't. It doesn't anything. It just it just depends on what type of palms or what where they're going to be.
Well, I was figuring on the Dactylodadia date palms. Those are those the ones that they usually do like they look like the big pineapples.
The big dogs. Okay, I know which one you're talking about. So, oh God, so nice. So,
Yeah,
where were you think? Where you think? How close to the pool are you thinking?
Well, I was thinking like in that planter area, but that's pretty close, huh?
Yeah, that's close, and you got that deck on the other side. I think this deck actually goes a little bit. Let's see here. What I'm doing is, the funny is I can see what he had done to the house for nice. So it's 10 feet off. It's about. I got it about right.
Yeah.
So it's that's on that side. I mean, you can stick one in there. It's just going to go way into the walkway. Yeah. I mean, again, that's the kicker. And again, the other problem is those big palms. They might start putting some pressure on the wall of that pool, because you probably have to keep them. I would say the minimum distance away from the wall of the pool to the root ball would be 3 foot. So, and when we look at the dimension wise,
I think we'll be able to put palm trees.
Yeah, I mean, you can put like, if you still, you're 18 feet. Yeah, because we got the base of that pool is about 20 feet away, and then you've got to have, you've got the beam of the pool, and then this planter here needs to be at least 2 foot, 2.5 feet wide. And that's what I've got it at, to kind of have anything in there. So I don't want to inhibit. I hate to be a buzzkill, and that's what but it's all right.
Those big ones, yeah.
Now this is 18 inches. You kids. The other thing is that when the kids jump on this trampoline, because you're probably going to want that, So you could probably have it. You could have it up here, or you could have it down here. You put it down here, they're going to bouncy a lot higher than you have it here.
Well, yeah, it can't be that close to the pool. It's actually supposed to have, I think, at least 2.5 feet.
So it'd have to be up here.
Yeah, it'd have to be all the way up to
all that. Yeah. And again, here's just being a Debbie Downer, is they jump on this thing, and you're losing this ability to get in this portion of the pool, number one. And then number two, someone's going to jump, miss the pool, and just smack their head on these rocks. But that's me being a dad.
Yeah, I think we do have the net going around it, but I didn't know if I wanted to put the net up or not again.
Yeah, it's just, and again, it's hard to put it when I don't know if they have ones that are made to be in pool. I've never seen one in a pool. Like, if you do this, it'll be totally unique. And if you do that, you
Yeah.
might as well just put these rocks all the way around. You might as well just do that.
Yeah, it's true.
You know,
Then it could be a step.
yeah, it could be a step, and you can attach it to it. And again, don't want it. And again, I'm going to say it over and over because there's, you know what you're doing when it comes to this stuff. But this, like this. Oops. Come on, it's the computer. Let me change this. So this would be gray too. Change this. Let's keep that tree like that. And then you're thinking on the inside there, again, if you have that grotto, on the inside, walking around of it, probably I can do it, but it won't. It's my opinion is it's not going to give you anything because you can walk on the edge of the spa, and then you're just going to make that structure bigger and just more. It's going to get beefier and more expensive. But again, because I would assume that you just like to get in it and then get up on the spa and then walk around, and then you'll have the rocks as the you have the different levels of seats on the inside there, and you'd have those as the what you'd walk on.
That's true.
Is it again? It makes again. That's that.
It's 12 foot wide inside the spa.
It's the spa itself is I think right now. I think we've got the spa itself is 10. Right, so the spa is 10, and then you've got 12 feet to the outside of like the first level, and then you'd have on the inside you'll have that second level where you can sit on, right?
Okay, which is 2 feet.
Which is 2 feet, and then you've got because you can't see, the computer just doesn't do a good job of seeing, but again you can see that little on the inside here.
Okay.
Yeah, it's hard to do. I wish we could do everything, but we can't. And then you could add another little, if you wanted, over here, you can add a little place to get in. You could add another, door. That's not a problem.
Entrance.
Yeah. So if you wanted to add another entrance, it's no problem.
Yeah,
I think you want to add another entrance at a minimum.
Do you think we should add another entrance? Well, he made an entrance on that side, so we can make another one on the back side.
Yeah, let me show you. Let me change all the color of these rocks because now it's really starting to look like your backyard. And then, of course, now all this slide and everything, you can have plants in the pockets inside here.
That's what we'd like to do. Put up a little sprinkler system.
Yeah, and then again on the pond, you can do the same thing. So you can go ahead and have plants. You can have the pond plants, and then have planters on the outside of that also, which I imagine you're going to have. Oh yeah, that's really nice. And then let me see if I can put this. I think I should have enough time to make this plexiglass thing for you. And now, did you already buy the plexiglass?
No, I didn't buy it.
Okay. I wish I could say there's a type, but there's not. It's just what you probably want to research, Kevin, is the sealant, because that's what it's not the plexiglass or the gunite. It's that sealant in between there. That's the issue. of how long that get the stuff. Try and find someone that's got that's exterior that lasts the longest, because that's what goes bad.
Yeah, and I've looked up some, and they call for at least 6 inches of overhang. So I figured the top, I probably wouldn't put anything on top. I'd probably just put it on the 3 sides, the bottom and the 2 sides, and then 6 inches of overhang, and then it's supposed to be like a 2-inch bead of this I don't know what you'd call it. It's not a resin, but it's more like
that's the problem, is that so we use what's a mastic joint, and I'm sure you're familiar with mastic.
Yeah.
So we use that mastic joint a lot of times. Well, I mean, that's what they use the pool stuff for. I mean, for the pool joint between the concrete, but it ends up going. And you'll get a good 10 years out of it, but then that's it. It just goes to It goes to doo doo. Oops, no, come on, computer. There you go. Thank you. Much better. All right. Oh, I like that a lot better. Lots better. Okay, let's see if we can't put you in a door here. Oh, look at that. There's a spot. Now, you heard the story of the world's greatest violinist?
No.
The world's greatest violinist, and he was a teacher, he was a professor at the university. He was 100 years old. And oh, look at that. That's nice. Okay. And he was practicing. He was practicing, and one of the students came in. And they said, "Master, why are you practicing? You're the best in the world. You shouldn't have to practice." And he looked at his student and he said, "Well, I'm starting to get good."
He told Joe. He was. Let me actually take it off this. I got my headphones in.
Oh yeah, no, that was just. Okay. Oh, that looks beautiful. Okay, so I think we put a little door in there. Do I need that rock? No, I don't need that rock. Okay. And then you actually got a nice view through there too. So I think you do that, and then of course you'd have that seat on the inside. What do you think about that, Kevin?
That looks good.
So let me throw some plants up on top of this in a couple spots so you can really see that. Yeah, look at that. That's nice. Okay. Yeah, so you got a way to get in there.
How much is the reveal on that pool? On the spa.
How much is the what? Say that again. What? I lost you there, Kevin. Can you hear me? You there? Hello.
Sorry.
There you go. There you are.
Yeah, well, that's my headphones for some reason.
Say that again.
On the spa, how much is the reveal on the spa?
What? Say that again. The reveal.
Yeah, how tall is the spa for the finished surface?
Let's see here. So you mean the opening, or how big it? Say, I'm trying to understand what you mean.
How tall is the spa from the finished surface?
Oh, from the finish. So right now we have. So I have the spa at 18 inches above the deck.
Oh, okay.
So it will be. So when you get in, you can now I can lower it, right? So right now the front of the spa is going in 3 foot into the pool.
Yeah.
So you got a 3 foot, which is no problem. You'll have rocks to get down, or you can make the spa flush. Again, I'm going to tell you, you're going to like it 18 inches because then it's really a little more comfortable. But again, it's underneath those rocks, so it really depends. And you're going to have, again, this thing is 8 foot to the bottom, right? So you've got, it's deceptive. Let me see what this thing is. Let me see. Show you what kind of little. I think we had the top of this at 8 feet. Yeah, so there's 8 feet, right? And then the spa you can see is, so you have that just to the underside, right?
Oh, I see.
Right. So you kind of have the option. You can make the spa flush. It's just a lot easier usually when you have a spa that's on a deck to get in it, right?
Yeah.
Because then you can just kick out, and then especially, but that's, again, it's so custom. Let me throw some plants in here so you can see this thing. I wonder if I can do this. It doesn't like that at all, does it? All right, let's not do that. Okay, that's going to cause a whole bunch of problems. So what we're going to do is start putting plants kind of like, so you have something here. You're going to have something right next to the opening. Coming out all over. This is where you can get them just dripping over. I have them in a couple spots where they're coming out like, that's not a bad idea. Again, anything over here, so this, next to the pond. And again, just any of these planters that are next to the pool, if the kids get in them, you're just going to have dirt. That's all.
Yeah, the nice thing about I can actually make these so they don't take any dirt, they just take pea gravel.
Right. See, you know what you're doing. See, there you go. That solves the problem. So I can shut up.
So it's so cool. Yeah.
All right. So let's see if I can make this thing clear. How would I do that? So I'm going to go here. We're going to make that. So the top's not going to be clear?
Yeah, the top will be just on that back end. Yeah. So I figured on not putting a rock on top of it.
Yeah, that's what. What you're gonna have is So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna make the whole spa. Actually, let me just because it really. Let me just make it like this, and then you can look at it. So there's not even if you're doing it differently, there's only one way. I got to do it all the same way.
The spa or the pond?
The pond. I'm sorry. I'm doing the pond. Why? Thank you. I'm doing the spa, and it's not going to be a spa. It's going to be a pond. Okay, now I can go. There we go. All right, and this is going to be. We're going to make this all, and this, and this. This is going to be glass. Oh, look at that. It's invisible. So actually, this would be, okay, how do we do this? The bottom's actually going to be, there we go. Okay, but this side is going to be clear. Ooh, look at that.
That's like being in the fish pond looking at that. Or the fish tank.
Right. So now, and then this can be, you can just make that rock. That'll work. No, I don't want to do that. Just that one side. Oh, come on, computer, don't do it to me. Oh, thank goodness. Let me save you. Because I do not want to lose this and go crazy. Train on myself. Okay. So that's there. There we go. Yep, that'll work. All right, and then we can do this. Oops. Oh, nope, it's not that. Okay, and then we can see inside there that light we would put there. We'll put the light here. You can probably put it on that side. There you go. There's clear into there. So let's throw fish in there for you. Oh.
Oh, you got fish. That's cool. Yeah, I can check it out there. Oh, shit.
Throw some fish in there. And then let's see what else I got. Let's see here. There she is.
The pot plant.
Yeah, we'll throw some cattails in here. Why not? A little bit higher. Throw some of these up here even. They're both aquatic.
So you want to come look?
And same thing on the other side. You probably put a couple. Be nice to step in there.
Yeah, you can use them as little seats too.
Right. Yeah. Trying to give you a little bit more. Let's see here. Just wait. Give it a second here. Oh, no, she shut down, bastard. All right. See how much I lost there. I hope I didn't lose. That's a lot going on for that computer, and it's a delicate. So let me open it back up. Oh, please tell me you didn't lose too much. Oh, please tell me you didn't lose too much. Oh, we did all right. Oh, yay. Ah. Yeah, when I started this program, when you lose a day worth of work, you get upset.
Yeah.
But it did say it's about. It usually just is every 5 minutes. So I got lucky there. But again, it's not like playing World of Warcraft. Unfortunately, we'll just do this, like a seat on this side. That's a good idea. And then the kids can sit there too, and the adults can sit there. Just gonna have that light there. Okay. But let me see. Let me save this again. Save. This is a better. I'll give you the overall view. So there you go. The top view.
Yeah, I like that.
So kind of the best of both worlds when it comes to what you wanted.
Yep. Yeah, I think I want to go with this. On the spa, can we make it? I mean, I don't know if it makes a difference, but can we do 12 inches and then we only have to go
Yeah, no problem. Yeah.
one step
Yeah.
instead of two?
Well, yeah, and then if you do that, it actually. Yeah, so now it's at 1 foot.
Okay, nice.
This is actually, oh, that's why that's higher up. My bad. I was like, why? That looks higher than it is. Why is that? And it's because I have this. Let me get rid of this thing. Okay. Now it should look better. Oh, there it is. Okay. So there you see the spa is at 1 foot.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. I'll take that.
Rocks,
Yeah, you're just gonna have rocks as that backside. You'll have that rock as your what you're talking about, having the seat shelf above it.
Yeah. Okay. Perfect.
But then that's so then you have that. I'm gonna get rid of that stone there. For the this little thing. Let's see, this. Oh, what are those? Those are canary palms, the big ones that you like.
Yeah.
I know you got a couple in there now. You got some palms. Just gonna throw so this looks a little bit nicer. It's not a bottle. There's that canary, that big dog. We throw one of those big dogs in here. Doesn't make it look so bland there, but they're kind of where you're at.
Yep.
Again, you can see right into that now. Oops, let me get rid of this. I don't know why I had a big rock up there. Get rid of that. Oh, so it didn't let me keep the plants. That's what it did. And then the fish are coming. Well, we got to get these fish in the right place.
And how deep is that pond? We said 6 feet.
You tell me how deep you want her. You said 6?
Yeah, I think we're gonna go 6. 3. I think we said 3 or 4 above, and then.
Yeah, it's right now. It's 3. It's the same. It's let me see what we got it at above here. That. Oh, it's turning okay. Let's see. So, yeah. So that's right now 6 foot deep.
Oh,
Yeah, in the rendering.
in the what?
In the rendering, like I said, it'll. I have to put the depth of it because the pool will have to be. The pool needs to be engineered, so just there's a surcharge there. You'll actually have to have what's called a freestanding wall next to the pond so that it doesn't, so it can hold the weight. Although the water's going to hold the weight on both sides, but yeah, now it's 6 foot.
Nice.
There's a knight in that pond.
Oh, look at that.
That's the only. Just because of the way the computer works. Let me see if I can fix this. Huh. Wow. Huh. That's kind of amazing. It's on that. Oh. All right, it's about as close as I can get it. So you come up and you'd be able to actually get into that beach entry right from that above that. So this here, this might be because of the way the pool's built. Might we'll see if they got a special engineer. They got a special engineer the waterfall either way. So it'd be interesting to see how they do this.
Can we, you know how you have that, the city area?
Which one?
The little pit area.
Yeah.
In the pool.
Yeah.
Are we able to close that off with the rock in between?
You can, but then again, well, it's fine. Yeah, it'll just go over one of the rocks. You just got to get back in the pool somehow, right? So you could do this, and then you just have like little. You got to have it like there'll be a little waterfall on each side or something, or come over that whole thing.
Yeah, I was just thinking come over the whole thing. So if we leave it 6 inches lower than finished surface, that's still a foot to the waterfall.
Yeah, you can't. You got to have it. So it's got to be. Yeah, that's fine. That's fine. Let me.
So then the water level there would be a little bit higher than the.
Yeah, it's better if you're gonna do it like that. And, yeah, I'll just put it. Let's keep it like that. That's the best the rendering's gonna get.
Yeah.
But I can do this.
But I can see it.
You're not. I can't just because of the way that if I put a spawn there, then I can't do the. Maybe I could. I'll just put a little. computer.
So does this program save by itself, or sometimes, or no?
Sometimes it does, right? I gotta like, as you say that, I gotta go like this. It saves automatically every 5 minutes, and then, but when we get files, as soon as you get more than 10 objects, any what they call the landscape objects, it is they've written the code so horribly bad that it just chunks up the computer.
Yeah.
I mean, and that's the thing is that they've got gamers that if they had the guy knowing code, if the guy paid what I would pay, he would he'd get some good code, but he doesn't. He's making.
Yeah, I got a couple programs that sometimes they're just free, but some of them save by themselves, and some of them don't save at all.
Yeah, so there you go. That's kind of what it'll look like.
Yeah, it's nice.
Go back to this. Let's see. Save. Might not let me go to this mode. No, she shut down. Nope. Yeah. Yeah, if he was smart, he'd have this all. It'd be a virtual. It'd be running like they run World of Warcraft and some of these other things. But he's not, so it's all right. Yeah, that area being raised up would be real nice, and that solves the problem of the dirt and crap.
Oh yeah, being raised up.
Yeah, it immediately solves the problem.
Yeah.
It just basically you're gonna plumb it like it'll actually be its own. It'll have its own. Yeah, you can just do it out of the rock.
Wait, say that again.
So when you do it, it'd actually be like a spa. It'll be raised up higher than the level of the pool.
Oh yeah.
Right. So, but as long as you have a return in there, you don't need to have jets. You don't really need to have a pump. You just need to have make sure there's a jet or a return in there, and that's plenty.
Yeah, we'll probably pump from the regular pool into one of the pump to the filters, and then back into that area so it goes back over.
Yeah. So yeah, there's a lot of I'll give you Larry Long's number. So again, I'll give you that, and again, that's just who's ever doing the plumbing. There's a lot going on, and my plans. I don't give you a set of plumbing plans. It's a set of, it's just a basic pool plan.
Yep. All right.
So I'll take a bunch of pictures, and then if you got any other changes, I'd have to charge you for another 3D session. But I don't think if you do, just let me know. If not, if you're okay, just sit on it for another couple of days, and then if it's okay, and then I'll pump out the plan next week, and we'll get over to pool engineering.
Okay.
All right.
Now, do they need to know that there's a trampoline there, or we don't?
No, we never want to. No, they would have a conniption. They would have a conniption. Yeah. This is just a rendering. Like, I'm not going to have the tree on there. This area that's next to the pool, This is going to be
Yeah.
the lower. I'm going to put this is a pond, but it's separate from the pool. But I'll put that it's 6 feet deep, so they engineer the pool because this pool wall right here will have to be what's called freestanding.
Okay.
So it just means it's got to stand on its own, right?
Yeah.
That's why, and hence the word freestanding. But then all this whole water, when I draw the waterfall and the grotto, you know, they got to all this will have to be specially. It'll take them a while to do it. But again, now what I'll do, Kevin, is I'll have them send. I have an account with them, so what I'll do is I'll send it over and I'll just have them. You can just use my account to go through them. That's all.
Okay, and how much does it usually cost to go to pool engineering?
They'll bid it first. They'll tell me first what it'll cost to engineer. But I would assume the pool itself and like the standard stuff, usually my cost, and again, please don't tell your friends when you're firming because I usually charge. So someone, I don't do it. Let me back up. I don't do it anymore because pool engineering is so busy and it takes so long. But either way, I'm gonna have to mess with yours, and I don't. Again, I wouldn't. You know my whole spiel. I wouldn't even mess with this if you weren't a good person, or what I consider a good person. So, and a reasonable person. So the engineering usually runs like my cost of the pool will be somewhere around with like standard grottos and all that, maybe $500.
Okay.
Right? Maybe a little bit more, less than $1,000. The grotto and that stuff, I'd estimate that the grotto and stuff will probably run upwards of $3,000. So,
Oh wow.
yeah, and they take at least 6 to 2 months easily right now, maybe even longer. And there's no other pool engineering company. There's a company called Universal, and he takes even longer, and it costs more money. And then there's a lady called Dawn from Phase 2 Engineering, and you're welcome to send my plan over there to them. But once pool engineering starts, they're going to give me a quote, and it'll probably take them 2 weeks just to give me the quote because that's how busy everyone is. And then you say, okay, go, and then you're on the hook for that money. You don't have to pay it until they finish, but you have to pay it then.
No, that's fine. I think I've spoken with Dawn a couple of years ago.
She's really nice. I just don't. I don't use her as much because she's not any less expensive anymore, and she's not any faster. So I find pool engineering is probably the best. And again, if you were going direct with pool engineering, the cost again, I'll show you my quote. They'll send me the quote. They'll send it to you, and you'll see what it is. But usually it's double if it's not my account. So usually that would probably cost $6,000 or more. And Don would be up there closer probably to 6. But again, I can't. That's just my ballpark because they look at something and go, "What's it going to cost?" And they give you an estimate, and then they do it, and then they bill you for how many hours it took them.
Okay.
Yeah, but it takes a while. But sit on, like I said, sit on it till. Just tell me next Monday. I'm gonna send you a bunch of pictures right now, and then if you got any other small changes, tell me and I'll make it. If you need to get another 3D, I had to charge it, but I don't think you need it. But just let me know.
No, I don't think so. I like that little plant that you did around. Might do a little bit more of those around the edge, but I mean, we don't really need to put that in.
Yeah, no, that's not. Yeah, really, what we want is any lateral pressure, like anything that's deeper than 30 inches. We've got to be aware of.
Okay.
That's it.
No, I think this is it right here.
Okay, cool. Yeah. All right. Well, there you go. And I enjoyed it, and it's just a beautiful pool, and I can't wait to see when you finish it.
All right.
All right.
Yeah, same here.
All right.
All right. Thank you.
Thank you, Kevin. Bye-bye.